Hi! Today you need a paper that looks like this, and some scissors, a pencil, maybe some crayons or markers for doing some coloring. You can use glue or staples. We're making sort of like, I'd call it a little like flip book, where we're going to cut out this top part, and then these will become the pages in our books, and they'll flip up, and so we'll read this sentence here each time, and it says, blank, migrate with the seasons. And we'll fill this blank part in with the name of an animal. So today we're looking to think about all the animals we've been learning about so far. We've learned about different animals on different days at different times that make migrations. Okay, so we're going to try and remember some of those and draw pictures and write the name of them underneath here. Now to do that, or before we do that, I want to show you some pictures in this book that'll help you know about some other animals that maybe we haven't talked about quite yet. The other source that you can use if you want to, you can get out your animal cards from yesterday. Sorry about that, everyone. Let me turn that off. You can get out your animal cards from yesterday, and they have animals that migrate and the name written underneath so that you can copy the words right there. But it's also okay to use new animals that we discover today and to sound out the words for their names, okay? So you can use these, or you can think about ones that we've seen on videos or ones that we've already read about, or you can think about the ones we'll see today in this book. This is another beautiful book about migration. There's some wonderful illustrations in this book and great information. So we're not going to do a reading of this book today. We're going to do what's called a picture walk, where we'll look through and look at the pictures to see some animals. And I just want you to tuck these animals away in your mind, because what we're doing today is thinking about different examples of animals that migrate. Okay? So let's start out on this page. You know what that is? Humpback whale. The humpback whale. We have the emperor penguin. Caribou. Aren't these pictures amazing? This book has really captured my heart. If I can turn the pages, we'll get to see the next beautiful picture. Oh, holy moly. They're kind of like thick pages here. Arctic tern. Remember, they do the longest migration of any animal. Well, the longest flight, I believe. They travel up to 60,000 miles every year. Whew. The monarch butterfly. The whooping crane. They are so neat. I can't wait to read this page with you someday. The whooping crane. These are barn swallows. We have these sometimes around Olympia, barn swallows. Dragonflies. I know we've mentioned those before. They were in some of our other books. The southern African pilchard is a small fish. So they're like kind of like a sardine. A small fish, and see how they come together in like a big school. This is an albatross. And albatrosses kind of fly far out to sea. In the olden days, way back when people would travel in ships from one country to another, an albatross might be the first bird that they would spot as they got close to land, and that would help them know that they were getting close to land. Oh, see if you know what these are. Do you remember what those are? The red crabs. Wow, so neat. The ruby-throated hummingbird. You might see these in Olympia too. Bar-headed goose. Great white shark. Elephant. Salmon. The osprey. Let's see what are this is the wildebeest. There's some other in here too. You can see also some zebra, right? Bats. These are the straw-colored fruit bat. They live in Africa. Okay. The green sea turtle. And we read this page if you joined me for art where we were drawing sea turtles. Okay. And that's it for this book as far as the animals go. And we'll have to read some of these pages. I can do some more read alouds where we can enjoy the animals in this book because like I said before, this book has really captured my heart. So what we're going to do next is work on creating a little book here. So let me show you how it'll happen and then I'll let you work on it. The first thing to do is see this black line up at the top. We're going to cut out around that line. And then we'll do that. Cut out around the top line and then meet me back and we'll talk about the next step. Okay, let's all do that. Okay, so I have this cut out. Now the next step is to cut these out. So cut around the outside and then cut down these middle lines. And these are kind of our mini little book pages. Okay, so let's do some cutting and we'll meet back. Okay, so now I have this cut out and all of my book pages. So let's start with this one first. So first, put your name up here at the top of the book. There's a name. Put your name on that line. And remember I said these words say, migrate with the seasons. And then over here is going to go the name of an animal. Okay, so you're going to think of the name of an animal to right here. For my first one, I'm going to do, I'll do sea turtles. So I'm writing the word sea turtles. You can pick any animal you want. You don't have to pick the same animal as me. I'm just going to show you as an example. I wrote sea turtles and then I will draw a picture of a sea turtle. And you don't really even have to draw yours yet. You can just kind of, I'm just going to kind of do that drawing. And I'm not going to do a super careful picture yet because I know I don't want to take too much time. So I did sea turtles and I drew a picture of a sea turtle. Now, I can add a tail. There. Sea turtle. And my next step would be to color it. Okay. So I'll add a little color with either markers or crayons or whatever you have. Getting out my markers here. Whatever you have, you'll add some color. So I'm going to just pause here and add some color to mine. And I'll be right back. Okay, so here I did sea turtles. And now I can read this whole sentence. Sea turtles migrate with the seasons. Sea turtles migrate with the seasons. Okay, so then I'm going to get one of these pages and I'm going to think of another animal to add. And I'm going to do Mallard Ducks this time. So I'll write the word at the bottom. Okay, and then the next step is to draw a picture of the animal. Okay, so I'm gonna pause and draw, and I'll show you the next step in just a second. Okay, so here's my duck. So I did sea turtle migrates with the seasons, and then here I'm going to staple this one on. Well, I'm gonna wait actually until I have all of these finished, and then I'm gonna put a staple here. Okay. So you'll staple right up here at the top, and then you can read each of these with the sentence. So now it would say, Mallard ducks migrate with the seasons. Okay, Mallard ducks, and there's a picture of it. And then you can lift it up, sea turtles migrate with the seasons. Okay, so I'm going to keep doing this for each of these little book pages. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 little book pages, right? Plus one animal on here. How many does that make all together? It's 4 plus 1. 5. So you're going to think of 5 animals that migrate. Okay, write their name, draw a picture. Once you get all 5 of yours, pretend that I did 5 different animals. Like I might have done whales, or the hummingbird, or emperor penguins, or the monarch butterfly, or manatee. So I did 5. Okay, then I'm going to put them all together here. And you can either glue these or put a staple. I'm going to do a staple. There's my staple. And then you have a little flip book, and you'll be able to read each page. So when you finish, you have a job to do. Your job when you finish is to take this and read it to someone in your family who hasn't seen it yet. Okay? Mom, dad, sibling, someone like a landmate who lives with you, maybe one of your pets. You can maybe call grandma or grandpa, someone in your family, and read them your book. So you'll be teaching them about 5 different animals that migrate. Okay, so go ahead. This one was fun. Actually, I'm having a lot of fun drawing these animals. So go ahead and think of your 5 animals and draw them and get the names written. And then I want you to read your book to somebody. Okay, go ahead. See you later.